What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So the holidays are a wonderful time, full of happiness. Everybody's got a lot of really good food to eat, everybody gets presents, and it's always generally a good time. But the holidays are also a really good time for people like this.
You gotta do better than this, kid!
Harry! I've reached the top!
To come by your residence and steal your shit. But today I have a product that is supposed to help that not happen, or at least prevent that from happening. So the new house that my girlfriend and I have just got, I decided to go ahead and pull the trigger on a security system, and I went with Simplisafe because they had the feature set that I was specifically looking for. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this thing, open it up, and then set it up and see how really simple the Simplisafe system is and see if it actually protects our house as we wanted it to. So let's roll the intro and we'll get right into it. Let's go. Are you tired of installing Windows 10 on your PC and seeing this? Only to figure out that you have to pay this to get rid of it? Well, our sponsor URcdkey has you covered. URcdkey has tons of discounted keys for games and software for PC and consoles. They even bundle your favorite OS with software like this bundle for Windows 10 Pro with Office 2016 Pro Plus at a fraction of the price it would cost you at a retail store. And if that isn't enough, you can also use my promo code RAV20 to receive an additional 20% off your purchase, bringing the price of Windows 10 Pro OEM from $15 to just $12. Activating their codes is as easy as installing Windows 10, heading to the activation page in settings, entering your code, and bam, you have an activated Windows 10 license. I use their keys on my own builds and I cannot recommend them enough. Check the links in the video description to learn more. Okay, so as these things usually start, there's always a box that they send you, and let's go ahead and get into this. So I just pretty much cut it open and started looking at it just to make sure that it was what it was supposed to be. And as soon as you open it, you are greeted by the Simplisafe logo here. Turn it to the side camera so you can see that. And yep, there we go. Oh, so first thing I see here is you get one of these guys. It says protected by Simplisafe. You get your invoice here, which, let's see, I ordered the base station, a wireless keypad, 3 entry sensors, 1 motion sensor, the yard sign, and 2 window decals you get there. So I'm gonna freeze frame right here because I totally forgot that I added on a couple extras. So the essential system that I just listed only costs $259.95, but I added on 1 extra sensor and the Video Doorbell Pro, and that is what brings the price to what I'm about to tell you right now. So total that I spent on this was $341.91 for everything. So in terms of, well, that was about with $30 in tax, so if you take that off, that's about, what, $311. So in terms of security systems, they're all about similar price, just depends on how many sensors and how many things you buy with it. So, you know, $300, $350, not a lot to spend to be able to protect your precious things, your whole entire house, not to mention my dog, my girlfriend, and everybody else that's gonna be in this house. So I'm okay with that. First thing you get to see right here is, I'm gonna flip this around so the other camera can see this. You see the get started little thing right there. So it basically tells you the 3 first steps. We'll show you right here. See if you guys can see that. And yep, basically just says, pull the base station battery tab and plug it into the wall. Pull the battery tab and set your master pin. Follow the instructions, including the setup guide. So here's the setup guide right there. So we pulled that guy out, and we'll go ahead and do that. That's the 3rd step, so we're gonna have to do the first 2 steps first, but let's go ahead and get into the box here and see what is included. So first thing we get to pull out is the base station. So that's this guy right here. So it says on the back, tip, make sure the power in your base station is plugged in. It isn't controlled by a light switch. Could also, so you don't wanna put it on a light switch because you could just turn this thing off super easy, or somebody that, you know, doesn't know could just go ahead and walk by and turn it off. So let's go ahead and get into this thing real quick. So power adapter for it. I got white because a lot of stuff in our house is white. so it just, you know, figured it would match. So there you go, there's your base station. So you get a yard sign stake as well to go with the yard sign. We'll make sure we put that up so Harry and Marv don't try to rob my house. I don't want to have to Kevin McAllister it this season, so we'll try to make sure that doesn't happen. All right, so the next thing, the keypad. Got that. That thing controls the whole system. I'm gonna go ahead and wait for my dog because he's rude and he decided to go drink some water while I'm trying to film my video. Anytime, buddy. This will go on for a while. You watch.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Are you done? Okay, can you go lay down with mom now, please? Thanks, buddy. Okay, so as I was saying, we have the keypad, which is wireless. You can, it looks like it has like a little container you kind of just, or receptacle you set somewhere, and you can take it off and take it on, or put it back on, and you set your pin and everything like with that, and then you arm your system with this. So we'll go ahead and probably, that's like what, step 2? We got a motion sensor that we'll put in my living room, or actually I don't even know where I'm gonna put it. So wherever I feel like the most traffic's gonna be in the house, we'll go ahead and put that there. So there's that. And then what do I have? I got 4 of these. Wow, I didn't realize that. They're like, oh, these must be magnetic. Look at that. I feel like I'm a magician. Look, let's use this camera over here. Look at that, hold on. Yeah, look at that. These things are magnetic somehow. So it must be because these 2 pieces here, they connect to each other, and that's how you get them to go together and make the connection when you're walking in and out of your residence. So, yep, I got 4 of those to put on either 4 entry points, or you can actually put them on windows too. So I got those to make sure that I can cover all my access points that I wanted to cover. And then the thing I'm most excited about is the video doorbell. Okay, so starting with the installation, let's go ahead and we're literally just gonna follow their guide right here and see how easy this is. So it says step 1, pull base station battery tab. Let's go ahead and do that. There it is. Boop. There it is. And then it says plug it into the wall. So we take our AC adapter here. Let's go ahead and get this stuff off the side. And let's plug this into the wall. Okay, with that plugged into the wall, let's go ahead and plug this guy in. Where does it go? Oh, so this actually has a USB right there on the end. So it just goes into this little receptacle right there. So there we go. So there we go, there it is.
Welcome to Simplisafe.
Okay, so now that that's plugged in, let's go ahead and go to step 2, and that is, it says pull the keypad battery tab and set your master pin. So it just basically says press edges to click on the sides. It looks like it's wireless, and touchscreen on the top of it. So that's kind of cool. And then you can actually either mount it looks like by screws in the back, or by these command strips, and that's probably what I'll end up using because it's the easiest, and it doesn't take the paint off your walls. I know that for a fact. If you want to see evidence of that, check out my last vlog where I tore down my whole entire setup and used command strips basically for everything. They work really well. There we go. There it is. Okay, things are happening. The Simplisafe thing came up right there. It may be flickering on camera right now, but if it is, it's just because of the frames, you know, the frame rate that my camera's recording at. Okay, so after discussing it with my girlfriend, because she's gonna be using this half the time too, I'm gonna go ahead and put in a pin. Obviously not gonna show you guys.
New pin confirmed.
Simple as that. All right, so it looks like the next step I need to do is actually install and name my devices. It says with the keypad right here, that's what the keypad's trying to tell me. No. Go back. So press a button on a device to test and name. So we got to set up all the devices. So this might take a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and here we'll open up one of our little entry sensors right here. So we basically need to remove the battery button, it looks like. Okay. And then, oh, see, looks like the base station found it. So you can see right here is what I was trying to tell you is when a door opens, it'll sound like that, or a window. And then when it makes the connection again, it'll just flash to show you that it's making connection. and it opens. It'll prompt you, then makes connection. So let's go ahead and name this. This will be probably one of my doors. Just like 4 of them in the house that I'm going to use, but so it looks like it's
sensor.
Yep.
Detected. Now choose a name.
Cool. That easy, huh? Right there. Okay. So we'll make this the front door. We'll just keep this simple. As you guys can see, yeah, we'll just make this one the front door. We'll keep it super simple. Yes, set that as the front door.
Entry sensor. Name.
Entry sensor named. Okay. So that was pretty simple. And you basically just do this for all your devices. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this for every device and try to keep them where I can remember what I did with them. And then once I do that, I will come back and actually install one of these and show you guys how to install one of the door sensors.
A few moments later.
Okay, so that just took a few minutes. I got everything set up. I got everything kind of, hooked up to the base station and the keypad here. They're all on there. And so it looks like from what I'm seeing, I did get this SimpliCam video doorbell as well. But this is kind of like a separate thing that I'm probably gonna have to do a different video on because you actually do have to connect this to your actual doorbell of your house. And I'm not sure if my doorbell of my house is actually working. So that may be a problem. I can maybe just use the Wi-Fi feature, just like the camera, and not the actual the doorbell ringing feature. I'll have to figure that out. But again, yeah, I'll have to probably update you guys on that later because as of right now, the way it was looking, going through the instructions, it may not function yet. So we'll go ahead and set that aside, and I'll just kind of take you through like the regular Simplisafe system still, the motion sensors, and the door and the window sensors. Okay, so here we are at my back door. And as you can see, I just took these apart, so you'll hear that little beep. But this piece right here is actually magnetic, so if your door is has some metal in it, look at this, it'll just stick right to it, which is pretty cool. So you can pretty much find a place like this. You just gotta make sure that these are right across from each other. You see how it starts to blink right there? That means it's making a connection. So you can verify that by actually opening your door. And if it does that, that means you're making a great connection and it's working. So then it should shut and it should still blink again. So this position right here that I have, this would work. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and use that because check it out. Yep, everything's working fine. All right, now the next thing we're gonna be doing is installing the motion sensor. So as you guys see here in the manual, it will actually work up to 30 feet, and I already calculated this. So in my room in here, in this kitchen, to that door, it's just over 30 feet. So I'm honestly going to go ahead and probably install it in this top corner of my kitchen right here because it'll cover this entire space. And then basically it says, I do have a dog. So it says dog owners, for pets over 30 pounds, install button side down about 4 feet off the ground. So that's gonna be easily, I'm about 6 foot tall, that's, at least 7 feet. So that's gonna be perfectly fine, I believe, and we'll go ahead and stick it up there. So now looking at this, it looks like we can probably just set this up here. I think this should work like this. Hopefully it's not blocking any bit of it because of this, it's cut off a little bit. I'll test it, and if it does not work, I'll end up just putting it in the corner there. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it up there. Just like I said, make sure the button's down. If you have a dog like I do, we're gonna go ahead and put it up in there. And hopefully that works because it does say you don't have to actually adhere it to a corner. You can actually set it on top of something if you want. If I need to, I can get something and then kind of prop it up a little bit. So I'll just do that, but for now I'm just gonna set it there. And I think we're pretty much done as far as that stuff goes. Okay guys, so that's really all there is to it as far as installing the base part of the Simplisafe system. So I can say, yes, it was very simple. If you have more sensors and more, additions like the SimpliCam that you can get that's an actual camera for the inside of your house, it may take you a little bit longer. Setting that kind of stuff up takes a little bit longer, but overall, it was actually very simple. The only next thing I have to do really is just to activate the alarm monitoring and then set up the Wi-Fi with it. And that's all taking place on your computer. And so I'm not really gonna show that here because that has to do with a lot of me adding passwords and then showing stuff like that. So really all you have to do is just go to your Simplisafe website, log in with your account, and pretty much activate your monitoring plan, and then connect to your Wi-Fi. That way everything will work, and then you can connect to your phone especially if you have cameras and stuff like that. And like I said, I wanted to show you guys the video doorbell in this video as well, but this thing looks like it might be a little more complicated than I thought, so I'm just gonna end up doing probably a video on just this when I do it. So that's that. But overall, like I said, very easy system. I really enjoy it, and I'm glad that our home is now gonna be safe. And those pesky wet bandits, Harry and Marv, are not gonna be able to get in and steal my crap under the Christmas tree. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys give it a like. If you guys really enjoy my content and whatnot and you guys wanna see more, make sure you guys leave a comment down below what you guys did like about this video. And if you guys are not subscribed yet, make sure you guys do get subscribed to the channel. Press the notification button so you can be notified on my next video, and I'll see you then. Later. And happy holidays. Okay, bye.